দীপ্ত টিভির সাপ্তাহিক আয়োজন নিটোল টাটা বিচ ট্রেন্ডসে স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি আমি আব্দুল্লাহ মামুন। দর্শক, আপনারা জানেন বাংলাদেশে বোতলজাত এলপিজি গ্যাসের ব্যবহার ব্যাপক হারে বাড়ছে। আজকে আমরা কথা বলবো বাংলাদেশের বাজার এবং এলপিজি গ্যাসের সম্ভাবনা নিয়ে। আমার সাথে অতিথি রয়েছেন, চলুন শুরুতে তার সাথে আপনাদের পরিচয় করিয়ে দিই। আজকে আমাদের সাথে আছেন ইউনাইটেড আইপেস এলপিজি লিমিটেডের সিইও জনাব আরজুমান্দ পোলাট। Welcome, Mr. Polat, to our show.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Mamun.
Very good morning. So let's start about the impression about Bangladesh. You are working here for more than 2 years, we know. So what is your overall impression about Bangladesh, its culture, business, and all other socio-economic aspects that you have observed?
Thank you so much for having me in this program. First of all, Bangladesh is really a very interesting country. So I mean, I can say a lot of things about my impressions. It's completely different from the other countries. I mean, in terms of social wise, you know, it's a very, very challenging country. The traffic is very interesting. You know, we have traffic in Istanbul, in Turkey also, but this traffic is completely different. But I can say that at the weekends I can drive here, not so long distances, but it's good. But for the economic wise, I saw that within also 3 years, I saw a lot of improvements in the country. I can give some examples which you may well know. Padma Bridge. Padma Bridge is an unbelievable connection to Mongla, Kunla region. I used it, I think, 1 or 2 months ago. So I was so impressed. That's really a big investment. And also our facilities in Tejgaon, maybe we will talk about later. And the Karnafuli River channel was constructed. It's almost it's finished. I didn't use it, but next week I'm planning to use it. So it's another investment. The new airport, international airport, is I think Bangladesh needs it. So it's really impressive. Also, the metro and subway lines are very good. So, I know that within...
What about the people, the culture? Have you got a chance to visit some of the places like this?
Of course. I have a lot of friends, and also our team is, 99% Bangladeshi people. Our partner is Bangladeshi, you know. So I can say that people are so friendly. Especially for Turkish people or Turkey, they love Turkey. They follow Turkish serials, you know, and Deepto TV is broadcasting Turkish serials as far as I know. But I can say that people are really hunger for learning. They are so passionate. Especially the new generation is coming in a very strong way as far as I can see. Everybody can speak English. This is so good. This is differentiating Bangladesh from the other countries, I think. The English level is better than Turkey, I can say.
Yeah.
So the education level in the universities are so impressive, because I made a lot of interviews. I get in touch with a lot of young people. So I really trust the future of Bangladesh because of those reasons.
Definitely. Thank you very much for sharing your views and impression about Bangladesh. Let's hear something about your personal journey, about your educational background and the early career, as you are leading a joint venture international company in a way, in a senior position like the chief executive officer. So what is your educational background and the earlier career choice that helped you to actually bring you here in this position?
My background is a bit different. It's very common in Bangladesh, I know. I have a military background. I graduated from a military high school, which is well known in Turkey, Kuleli Military High School. Then I went to War Academy. I graduated as an officer, as a lieutenant, as an armor lieutenant. But after a while, I decided to quit the army. I saw that because that's a lifestyle, you know, that's not just a business. So I quit the army when I was first lieutenant. Then I joined Koç Group. Koç is our conglomerate, I mean, directly to Aygaz. That is my first private company experience. But after I joined to IGAZ, while I was talking to my father, what can I do, etc., because he's a judge, he was a judge, so he was giving some suggestions to me. Then I decided to make MBA. I had a business MBA degree about management and organization. Then the company offered me to go to an executive MBA program in Koç University, which belongs to Koç. So I had an MBA degree from there. But if you look at my career in business life, it is based on I started with my career with sales as a salesman. Then I shifted to marketing side. You know, sales and marketing are completing each other. Then I was attended as a CEO of an affiliate of IGAZ, a small company, but it was a sales company, which has consumer durable goods business and also LPG business. So
that operates only in Turkey, is that?
Yes, yeah. In Turkey. Then after some experiences about sales directorate or marketing directorate, etc., I came to Bangladesh. But Bangladesh has a very important role in IGAZ business also, because this is our first experience outside the borders.
We will definitely hear the entire story, how these have come together. But before that, as you have mentioned that in earlier, in the academic background, you were in the, the army education and first lieutenant and all these things, and then you shifted to the private company like the Coase and all these things, and invested in the marketing, sales and others. Do you find any contribution from your army career that helps you to be more successful in the current journey?
Definitely. I had an engineering background in the army, in the war school, war academy. First of all, we had a very good training in high school, in military high school. My English is coming from there.
Yep.
I'm not native, I'm not so good, but at least I can survive in Bangladesh, in a foreign country for me. But I think it's a really very good question. I always think about that. Did it give some advantages to me or not? First of all, because of the training which you got, it was a tough training. I think I have some properties which come from that education. One is flexibility. The second is adaptability. I can adapt anything easily. And also resilient. And these properties, we are always reading and discussing, watching. Very, very important properties for being alive, being strong, or being successful. I think those are the advantages.
Yeah, thank you very much. Definitely, that's a lovely thing to hear about your career and the education background. Nice to hear about your background and the journey of your career. Let's take a short break and we will resume very soon.
Pleasure.
দর্শক, সময় হলো একটা বিরতিতে যাবার। নিশ্চয়ই আপনারা আমাদের সাথে থাকবেন। বিরতি থেকে ফিরে আরও একবার স্বাগত নিটোল টাটা বিজ ট্রেন্ডসে। আমরা কথা বলছি বাংলাদেশের বাজার এবং এলপিজি গ্যাসের সম্ভাবনা নিয়ে। চলুন আমরা একটি ভিডিও চিত্র দেখি যেখানে এলপিজি গ্যাস আমাদের মতো উন্নয়নশীল দেশগুলোতে কিভাবে ভূমিকা রাখে তার উন্নয়নে, তার উপরে সচিত্র প্রতিবেদনটি দেখে তারপরে আমরা আলোচনায় ফিরছি।
LPG also plays an important social role by eliminating the hours spent collecting firewood and empowering women in developing countries who now have more time for their families or to develop an economic activity. Efficient energy delivered.
আমাদের সাথে আছেন ইউনাইটেড আইগাস LPG Limited CEO, Mr. Arjuman Polat. Arjuman Polat, once again, welcome to our show. Let's hear the story how United Group from Bangladesh and the Aigaz as a business entity from Turkey, they came together and formed a joint venture company and working in Bangladesh. Would you please share that experience with our audience?
Of course, if you let me, I can give some brief information about Koç Holding and Aigaz. Sure. Because Koç Holding is the biggest, largest conglomerate in Turkey. It's, both industrial and services group. So it has almost 100 companies and it's focused on energy, consumer durables, finance and banking, and also automotive business. Also, Koç Group is the only one company which is listed Fortune 500 Global.
Okay.
So Aigaz is a part of Koç Group, is one of the companies of Koç Group. Aigaz is founded in 1961. It is the largest LPG company. Since its foundation, it's the market leader by far from the others. So Aigaz is a very, very big experience in LPG business. As I said to you in the first part, this is our first experience outside Bangladesh, outside Turkey.
Yeah.
So honestly, we investigated a lot about the new markets. We investigated about India, we went to Vietnam, Thailand, Brazil, some Eastern or Western countries, European countries. But as a result, we decided to come here because Bangladesh has a big potential in various aspects, so many aspects, especially for LPG business. We are talking about for the next 5 or 7 years, the market will be doubled. So this is a very, very big potential. While we are investigating about Bangladesh, of course, you need a partner. I have to thank Mr. Nasser, who is the CEO of Standard Chartered Bank. He made the negotiations and he brought United Group to us. Because we were investigating and we found United Group. They are a really very, very reputable company, one of the best companies, in Bangladesh.
In the country, yeah.
Yeah, so we made our agreement in 2021. MashaAllah, it's going so well. Both parties, both sides are very happy about this.
So when you are talking about these things, you are joining with the United Group as a Turkish company. Do you get the proper appropriate support from the government machineries and others? We have the authority like the BIDA and others.
Yes.
How was their support towards this initiative?
Yeah, that's a very important question also, Mr. Mamun. Thank you so much. I can say that there is bureaucracy everywhere in Turkey also. Yeah. But we have a local partner. It's a very big advantage for us. And also, if you know how to manage the business, how to manage the bureaucracy, it's very easy. Of course, there are some ups and downs in every place. But I have to thank especially BIDA, because they were always together with us since the beginning of our journey. So I can give a very good example to you. Our main facility is in Tejgaon, near Karnafili River, in a very good place, very strategical place. So we finished our facility from scratch, from zero. We finished our construction within 1 year. And according to our technical experts in Aigaz, they are telling me that it's so fast. Even in Turkey, we cannot finish a construction like that within 1 year. So I have to thank all the governmental bodies, also Energy Ministry, BRC, all of them. they always supported us during this journey. They are still supporting us.
Yeah, let's hear about your business. When you have formed this company and you are operating for more than 2 years here. So how do you see, I mean, the growth, the market operation and everything? And let's hear about something about your current progress.
Sure. As I said, after we completed our construction, we started to sell LPG. You know, LPG, you can sell LPG as cylinder gas for the households and HoReCa business, SMEs, etc. The second type is bulk businesses for the relatively bigger industries. The third one is auto gas business. I mean, we just completed our first year as in the operation. I can say that we are covering more than 50% of the country. We are still, I mean, expanding our business, but we are in Dhaka, Tejgaon, Mymensingh, Sylhet, and we are entering in Barishal this month, inshallah. So we, I mean, had a very good success. We are very about that. And I have to say that because of this is a business program, we invested a lot our brand. We are trying to create a brand, a very reputable brand in Bangladesh, because as I said, Aygaz is a generic brand in Turkey. We are just trying to carry this brand image to Bangladesh with United. Our brand is Aygaz United, by the way. That's why it's growing very well, and the market is growing so sharp. So our target is being the market leader and being the generic brand in Bangladesh. We are.
You are happy with the journey so far?
Yes, we are so happy about that.
Okay, let's hear something about the the business environment and others. As you have mentioned that you are happy and there is a prospect. You have mentioned that it can be doubled within 5 to 7 years, the market and everything. So what are the major advantages do you find in the doing business in Bangladesh?
As I said, there is a big potential. And for the energy side, government has some policies. So we were in FICCI 60th anniversary 2 days ago. Honorable Prime Minister Ms. Sheikh Hasina was there. So she talked about the future plans of Bangladesh. So it's really amazing. And for the energy sustainability side, or sustainable energy side, there are some problems about gaining natural gas. Natural gas is a very good alternative for all the countries, but the investment side, the pipelines, etc., are a bit tough. So LPG is a very good substitute for natural gas. That's why I strongly believe in the LPG industry's future in Bangladesh.
Especially for the hard-to-reach area where the pipeline and other things doesn't go.
Definitely, for the rural areas. Yeah. And there are some good examples. For example, in Brazil, 90% of the people are using LPG. In India, I think almost 50% of the people are using LPG. That's why there's a big potential. Of course, we have to invest a lot, and the government has to support us.
Definitely. So this is the time to take another short break, and we will come back shortly. দর্শক আপনারা দেখছেন নিটোল টাটা বিজ ট্রেন্স। আজকে আমরা কথা বলছি বাংলাদেশের বাজার এবং এলপিজি গ্যাসের সম্ভাবনা নিয়ে। যাচ্ছি ছোট্ট একটা বিরতিতে, থাকুন আমাদের সাথেই। বিরতি থেকে ফিরে আরও একবার স্বাগত। দীপ্ত টিভির নিয়মিত আয়োজন নিটোল টাটা বিজ ট্রেন্ডসে আজকে আমরা কথা বলছি বাংলাদেশের বাজার এবং এলপিজি গ্যাসের সম্ভাবনা নিয়ে। আমার সাথে আছেন ইউনাইটেড আইগাস এলপিজি লিমিটেডের সিইও মিস্টার আরজুমান পোলাট। ওয়েলকাম অ্যাগেইন মিস্টার পোলাট। Before the break, you were talking about the advantages of doing business in Bangladesh, and let's hear something about the other side of the coin. Do you find any challenges, particularly to run the business here, like energy sectors, LPG, and all these things?
There are some challenges. Transportation is a big issue in Bangladesh. So I learned after I came to Bangladesh, We don't have to talk about the kilometers. We have to talk about minutes or hours. But as I said, transportation, road constructions are still ongoing. Another thing is, especially in our business, the dealership, distributorship system is non-exclusive. In Turkey, if you compare with Turkey, that is exclusive systems. So one dealer has an agreement with a company, so they work together.
But so they cannot take the dealership of the competitors.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, this is a free market,
yeah,
no issue. But this has some potential dangers inside, because nobody knows that they will continue with them to the road or not. So after 5 years, what will they do? That's why I see it as a potential threat. The companies, LPG companies, cannot invest because of that reason. They don't tend to invest. That's a very critical challenge, I think, in Bangladesh. But it can be manageable. Just, we are discussing this issue with BRC, all the other governmental bodies. And on the other hand, if you are doing your business good, if you give the trust to the distributors or retailers, then they can continue to buy from you, to work with you. This is another thing which I have to raise.
Okay. As you have mentioned earlier about the brand promotion and others, if I ask you why the Aygaz United LPG is better than any other brand, or if you would like to promote that, what will be your tagline, or what are the words that you will like to convey to the consumer?
Honestly, we are so new, so I cannot say that we are better than the others, because all our competitors are big companies, they are respectable companies, but we are trying to do our best. Our motto is Apnar Shakti. It means your energy. If you need energy or any LPG need, so we have to be there. But we are growing in a very good way. As I said, we are just concentrating on the brand reputation. But while you are creating the brand image, you have to feel underneath of your sayings. Otherwise, people do not trust you. So we have a big experience from Turkey because we have more than 4,000 exclusive dealers, distributors there. So this business is an interesting business because this is a sort of FMCG business, by the way. Because at least one time in a month, you are entering into the houses. You are communicating, contacting with the houses, and you are directly going there. That's why this will give you some advantages. We are just concentrating on the customers. We are just concentrating on what to do. I'm always saying it everywhere. We are not a Me Too type of company. I respect for the others, but we know this business very well. We have more than 60 years experience, so we are just concentrating on our strategies and applying them.
You have mentioned about your strategies, so let us hear about your future plan. Definitely you have, I will not ask you the strategy, but what are the ambition and the plan that you see in coming days, say by 2030? Do you have any future plan on that?
Of course. First of all, as I said, we started with the cylinder business. But now we are concentrating on bulk for the industrial side, and also we had our license for autogas, I think 2 weeks ago. So we are concentrating autogas business. I have to say some words about autogas business. Unfortunately, for autogas business in Bangladesh, CNG is in front of the line. But if you compare CNG and LPG, CNG is not a good alternative for Bangladesh or for any other side of the world, because there are more than 25 million automobiles run on LPG in the world. Turkey is the second country after Russia in all over the world in terms of sales amount of autogas. More than 5 million cars are run on LPG in Turkey, because maybe I am sure that you are seeing that there are a lot of queues in front of the stations because of CNG, because the pressure of natural gas is not enough, it takes time to fill it, etc. The range is almost 1/4 of it, 4/4 of LPG. The investment is much more higher than LPG. So my main target is, one of my main targets is to replace CNG with LPG in the autogas business. So as I said, we plan to be the market leader in Bangladesh, and maybe then we can expand our business to the other Asian countries, inshallah.
Definitely. All the best wishes from our end as well. Do you have any specific policy suggestions or for your policymakers as well as for the key stakeholders whom you are actually dealing with this business?
I mean, they know everything better than us because they are the governmental body. But of course, as an LPG company CEO, I can start from autogas, because we talked about autogas. I think they have to support autogas because of that reason, because there's a big loss there for the country. The second thing is LPG is a very environmental friendly fuel alternative, and as I said, it's a very good ideal substitute for natural gas. If you don't have natural gas, you have to concentrate on LPG usage. That's why the government can give some incentives for using LPG, especially for the industrial zones. And unfortunately, diesel is so common in Bangladesh. For the generators, you know, air pollution is one of the biggest problem. I mean, it's killing all of us because you cannot see the particle materials in the air. That's why LPG would be a lifesaver for Bangladesh. That's why they have to focus on that first. The second thing is, for our industry, safety is so important because there are a lot of investors. I can honestly say that I'm seeing interesting situations which is so unsafe. So safety is a very important thing. The last.
So you expect something from the regulatory body or the government mechanism to make sure that the proper safety is ensured in every way?
Sure. I mean, we talked about it with BRC also. We have a cool identity in Turkey. We call it EMRA, Energy Market Regulatory Authority. They can have some benchmarks, and we plan to go there together for understanding their procedures, etc. And last but not the least, training is so important. I mean, because we call it LPG culture. We have to create the LPG culture. That's not the thing that you are bringing the gas from outside, you are filling the cylinders and distributing. It
can't be imported.
Yeah.
I mean, so the culture should be planted here and nurtured in that way. For the consumers who are actually currently, because you know, significant number of people are using LPG and they are interested to go for this sort of renewable energy in future. Any final line for the viewers who are watching this show?
I can say that they have to be selective. Of course, there are a lot of LPG suppliers, but they have to be careful about where to buy because safety is very crucial. LPG, if you fill it in a very safe way, if you maintain it, if you make the after-sales service, it's very safe. It's very common in every side of the world. Even in the modern countries, they are using LPG so much because you know they have some rural houses, etc. So they have to be selective. That's the only thing which I can say.
Thank you, Mr. Arjuman Polat, having your time here and had a very good discussion with you. Thank you very much for joining our show. দর্শক, কথা বলছিলাম আমরা মিস্টার আরজুমান পোলাটের সাথে, উনি সিইও ইউনাইটেড আইগাস এলপিজি লিমিটেডের, এবং সেখান থেকে আমরা বাংলাদেশে এলপিজি গ্যাসের ব্যবহার কি হচ্ছে এবং সামনের দিনগুলোতে কি সম্ভাবনা রয়েছে, বিশেষ করে অটোমোবাইল ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে আলোচনায় যেটি উঠে এসেছে যে সিএনজি থেকে আসলে এলপিজির দিকেই চলে যাবে বাংলাদেশের অধিকাংশ গাড়িতে সিএনজির ব্যবহারগুলো, এগুলো নিয়েই কথা হয়েছে এবং প্রত্যাশা করছেন যে নীতি নির্ধারকরা বিশেষ করে যারা রয়েছেন তারা এই ধরনের পরিবেশ বান্ধব জ্বালানির প্রতি বিশেষ নজর দিবেন এবং প্রয়োজনীয় নীতি নির্ধারণী উদ্যোগ গ্রহণ করবেন। সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি যারা ছিলেন আজকের এই আয়োজনে আমাদের সাথে নিটোল টাটা বিস্ট ট্রেন্ডসে। ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে।